Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Rose, and I'm here with Miss Judith Miller. And we wanted to come to see you all today to talk about a very special and important event that Judith is hosting and has created tomorrow, this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. in the UK. This event is for Isabella's Ark. It's a special fundraiser for the spirits got you already.
It's
For
spirits doing it. It's not me. It's spirit.
I know they're getting you ready to communicate with us too. Um, but I'm so excited that I get to be a part of this event for this mediumship demonstration alongside some very special, beautiful mediums, Miss Judith Miller, Alice Trevorrow, and Debbie Charlton. So we just thought we'd pop in and say hello to all of you here over on Facebook and just let you know what we've got coming on tomorrow and give you an opportunity to join us as well. So Miss Judith, could you tell us a little bit more about this event you created and Isabella's Ark and why it's near and dear to your heart? Because I can feel the love of spirit surrounding us in a beautiful harmony. And hello, Miss Debbie Romero.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. So Isabella's Ark is in connection and coincides with Alice's Ark, and it's a charity that was created for children with childhood cancer. It's quite an aggressive cancer, and I know because where we are, we're in a small island over here in Ireland. A lot of the treatment can't be done here. So Isabella, I know her mum, and I know her grandmother, and I had the pleasure of meeting Isabella a few times before she passed, and she was a very strong fighter. She fought all the way, but sadly she did lose her fight to cancer. And for any parent, that has to be heartbreaking with the journey alone, and then going through losing that fight. But her mum Carla she's used her grief in such an amazing, strong way, and I can only just say how amazingly strong she is, and her mum and her grandparents, for being able to help others. They understood the journey themselves, and they understood they had to travel to Manchester. They had to travel further afield, and they go through so much radiotherapy, chemotherapy, proton beams for such small bodies, and there isn't the medical help here because of the type of cancer. So Carla is spearheading the campaign to try and help other mums and dads, help with food, help with travel, help with accommodation when they have to go across to mainland for treatment. And really, they've used what they've went through in their journey to try and make a difference for other people going forward who are still on their journey. And it's a very brave thing. It's a beautiful thing that they're doing to help others. And I'm really hoping, thank you for volunteering your time. I'm really grateful for you volunteering your time, and for Debbie Charlton and Alice Trevorrow, and again, myself will be there. And it's just to raise as much awareness as we can for, they're so young. Isabella, she got just past her second birthday, so the cancer returned quite quickly for Isabella. She was clear. She got the all clear for 3 months, and then it was very rapid after that, sadly. But this is what's given her family the strength, and in memory of Isabella, and it's a beautiful memory to honor Isabella, and hopefully we can shine spirit tomorrow night and make a difference with the awareness and the funds.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Judith. Thank you. And I can feel such a beautiful presence, kind of wrapping love around us. So I know that this is you've followed some divine guidance in putting this together. And I want to thank Stacia for being here, and Kim as well, and Stacy as well. Thanks all for joining us here too. And I always believe that nothing's gone in vain if we can do something good with the hard things that happen in life. And so we're all getting to be a part. And I know mom for the most part she's the one who's created this to help other parents, knowing what she's gone through. And then we are all like little angels, like become angels on her team, to help make this happen. And I mean, I just can't even imagine like what that would be like to go through with a small young child. It's like cancer is hard enough for anybody, but with children, it touches your heart in a place that you can't quite put into words. And so I'm so happy that we all have an opportunity to do something to make a little part, to make it a little bit better. And that little bit makes a big difference, because it's not just the small donation. You're just asking for a 10-pound, which is like $12 donation. And that's not that much money. But the love energy that's also attached to that is huge too. And then the presence for those who will be attending tomorrow and receiving a message from a loved one in spirit, because it's a mediumship demonstration. So there is that reciprocal gift happening all around, and we'll be creating more of that healing and love energy tomorrow as well, during the demonstration. Hello, Andre. Thank you for joining us as well. And Jay, thanks for coming in. And Fenella. Hi, Fenella. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Yeah, a lot of beautiful friends here with us today.
So, all coming on. It's lovely.
Yes. So Judith, for those who haven't already gone to make a donation to be able to attend the event tomorrow, I know there's a Just Giving link. You're using the Just Giving because it's a pretty easy system to use to make a donation. And what should they do next so that they know how to join the meeting, the Zoom?
Yeah, there is a Just Giving link, and it is pinned to my Facebook page, and it's pinned to my Facebook group. And I know, Jennifer, you've been sharing it. Trevor has been sharing it, and I think Debbie Charlton has shared it. So if you go down the post, you will see the Just Giving link. If you click on the Just Giving link, so the money is purely going straight into the donation. It's not touching anybody's hands. It's purely for the cancer, children's cancer. So if you click the link, please put your name in. It is a £10 donation, or $12. You saying you're in, Jennifer?
It's approximately $12 USD conversion.
Okay, so if you send me a screenshot of your donation, we can check the Just Giving link. We can check against your donation. Then I send you a Zoom link, because there is 4 of us mediums on tomorrow night, and we do all work quite differently. And it's name by name. Should I say it's entry by name? Because we do have Jolene Delmasso from Australia, who will be being the presenter and the host for that night, and while the mediums can focus on the messages. So Jolene will be joining us from Australia. So she will be looking for your names, and every single penny goes to the children's charity. And it would just be amazing to have your support and to have you join us. It would be amazing to have you join us. So once you have the link, then it's 7 to 9 p.m. UK time. What's that in your time, Jennifer?
Pacific time is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Eastern time would be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Yes, there we go.
Okay. So in Pacific time, it'd be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It would be lovely to have you join us. We've got 4 fantastic. There's 4 mediums on, very much working their own style in their own way, and it'd be a lovely event. So a lovely event.
Yes. I do hope you all can join us. I also want to say hi to is it Lannis or Lannis? I'm not sure. Suki, Jay, and Andre. And Stacy is saying this would hurt so deep, and I am so touched by the strength it takes to move through such an experience for all. Yeah, very true. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that, Stacy, because it's all of the friends and the family get affected by it too. It's like
yeah,
um, so it's a collective effort to make the world a better place, and we each do our part together. So and we are we're mediums, and we are either spiritualists or we're tied to spiritualism in the way because we believe in the afterlife and the proof of the afterlife and through mediumship. And I know with my Sunday service, it's non-denominational, yet it is modeled after spiritualism because we have spiritual healing and spiritual mediumship as well. And that is rooted in humanitarianism. It started out that way with, helping women get the right to vote, helping to end slavery. And so we as like modern day mediums are helping to also keep that moving forward. It's
yeah.
important.
Empowering, yes.
It's very empowering, because if we just look out and think, oh, how horrible everything is, then that's a disempowered feeling. But if we see, well, what can we do to make it better? And it can be a small thing or it can be a larger thing, and it all counts. It all matters. Every little bit matters. And so
Yeah.
we're doing our part. And I know this is a beautiful, beautiful creation of love that you've done, Judith. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that too. I know Alice is going to be on. She's from Scotland. Is Debbie from Scotland as well, or is she from England?
Debbie's from here. Debbie's from Ireland. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just say hi, Janice? Hi, Stacey. Stacey has got her place for tomorrow night. Thank you.
Oh, yay! So wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah. Yes. Dacia's got hers. Beautiful.
So Debbie's from here. And it was nice to be able to promote another medium from here, because Ireland is quite a small island to a lot of places, compared to a lot of places. And so it was really nice to get Debbie on board and have her join us. I know she's very much looking forward to it. And she would work through the spiritual church here. And she does a lot of the trance healing courses and things as well. So then Alice is from Scotland, as you know, Bonnie, Scotland. So you're from sunny California, and so we're all kind of scattered. We're all quite scattered, but what a lovely mixture.
Yeah, it's an international collaborative effort. And then hopefully we'll have other guests that are attending from different parts of the world as well. So it will be an international collaboration to help end childhood cancer, for Isabella and everybody who is, in the same, suffering from the same disease or from similars. It reminds me a little bit, there's this movie we have, I'm not sure if you've seen, it's with Will Smith, called Collateral Beauty. And he plays a dad whose young daughter died from another rare form of childhood cancer. I can't remember, the name is very long and complicated, but it's a very
it's quite long and quite
right.
hard.
It's very sacred movie about him moving through grief through divine intervention. He gets a visit from some angels, you could say, representing like time and love and death, and has a mystical experience in a certain kind of way to help him move through his grief. His wife moves through it by creating a support system, like a group for other parents. And so this movie came to mind. I've watched it several times. It's always touched my heart very deeply, and I can feel there's the sacredness of it. And this is the collateral beauty, is that we're all doing something to help make it better, so that less children will have to suffer this. We can get better treatments, more support for the family, make life as easy and comfortable as possible for them too. So I just feel like I won't cry. Oh my gosh.
You're feeling the love, and they're feeling it is so hard, because as a parent, I can only speak for myself as a parent, and I know the family personally, and I think you feel there's not enough you can do. There's not enough. Isabella's mum, Carla, would have grew up with our eldest daughter, you know, they grew up through their childhood, and then they kept in touch. And so there was quite, Isabella's grandmother would have been godmother to two of our daughters. So there's a very, very close bond there between the two families. And although we don't see each other every day, you can lift the phone, you can message, and there'll always be that connection. So I can only imagine. I know as a parent myself, of 3 daughters, I don't know what I would do, and I think the strength alone to come through and to have strength to help others going through that journey, it takes an immense amount of strength, and I know Carla also did. She did like wee stones. My accent. Pebbles. Let's say pebbles, large pebbles, and they would have painted Isabella's name on the pebble, and anybody that was going away on holiday took a pebble and placed the pebble under a tree or somewhere beautiful, so that Isabella's name was journeying across the world in different ways. And it was a beautiful idea. And they've done cold water swims, they've done marathon walks, they've done so many different ways to try and raise the awareness on the funds.
Right. That's amazing and beautiful. It's just amazing and beautiful. I mean, I can't say enough. Hello to Ronnie, who's just joined us, and to Carol. Thank you for joining us as well. And
from Australia.
Beautiful.
From Australia.
Oh, is she from Australia? Oh, thank you. Look at that. And then Adam just joined in as well.
Hi,
nice to meet you, Adam. Fran's here. Hello, Fran. You're gonna get to meet her on Sunday. She's on Sunday service with us too. So speaking of which, I host the For the Love of Spirit Sunday spiritual service every 2 weeks, and Judith is our guest inspired speaker and medium this Sunday. So we're going to be teaming together 2 days in a row, which is really exciting. And now For the Love of Spirit I donate to a charity every time as well. I'm going to be donating to the Arbor Day Foundation because Earth Day is coming up to help plant more trees. But we are going to do a double donation. So we will also be making a second donation for Isabella's Ark as well. So this is 2 chances this weekend to help support beautiful children and their families. So hopefully you can attend one or both. We would really appreciate it. You can always go into Just Giving and make a donation as well, even if you can't attend but would like to help. And if you can't attend the whole 2 hours, you can come for a little bit, right? Would that be correct, Judith? You could come in for whatever.
Absolutely. There's 4 meetings on. We all will be before platforming for 30 minutes each.
So you might get a message from a loved one in spirit as well. So it's a beautiful opportunity. And even if you don't get a message, you get to witness the beauty of the, evidential mediumship showing that love and life is eternal, and to witness the healing and the love that gets experienced. And spirit is so intelligent that they make sure everybody hears something. So even if they don't get a particular message, they make sure there's something in another person's message that you are also meant to hear that you can resonate with.
Can I say, Jennifer, sorry.
Please. Yes, please.
Sorry. Tomorrow night at the end of the event, I know there will be messages from different mediums to loved people who are going to be there from their loved ones. But for anyone who we don't manage to reach to tomorrow night, everybody before we leave will get to hold their loved one's hand. And I will personally honor that and make sure that everyone has connected with their loved one in some way before they leave.
Beautiful, beautiful, Judith. And that's because Judith is a physical medium who has some very special, unique abilities to help create physical phenomenon. So would you like to speak a little bit on that? So in other words, everybody will be able to feel spirit through you as a channel for spirit. They will be able to feel a loved one touching or holding their hands at the end of the event tomorrow.
Yes. So spirit very much trained me in my physical. They basically just threw me out there and said, "You can do this. Let's go and get on with it." and I'm very grateful and very blessed for them for doing so. So I stay like this as I work like we're talking right now. I stay like this. I stay awake and coherent at all times, but I do the evidential and the physical in the same way. So I link in with spirit and we channel. So they might, tomorrow night, everyone will get to hold their loved one's hand and maybe close your hand. When I'm connecting and doing a reading, they might push a mug off your hand. They might ask you to put a vase on your hand. They might want to lift your legs. They might want to lift your arm because maybe you need healing in around that area. So they will work with that. They might want to change images in a photograph while you're holding it. They might want to burst a balloon in your hand if there is one. Basically, whatever you have around you, they will make sure that they get that off your hand one way or another, because it's so important that they know, they want us to see that not only can they still interact with us and verbally, but physically. You know, it's only this shell has disappeared, but they can still physically interact with us in every way, and it's so important that they get to show that. So it is very important they get to show that. And also the recipient receives it themselves. It's not me saying this is what's happening. They experience it firsthand themselves.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. So everybody's going to get something special.
Yes.
And that's amazing for a small donation, and you're making a huge difference, you know, for families and in the world too. And it looks like, I think Naomi was saying she's experienced before and it was amazing. And anything like that is just truly fascinating, because I have experience with physical mediumship as well. I'm not a physical medium, but I have experience. I'm a trance medium. And so I've experienced a lot of physical phenomena. It is magical, and it is the most loving, graceful, you know, experience. I mean, it's epic and it's wow, and it will knock your socks off, but it's also incredibly graceful. I think that's one of the words they keep trying to put, that physical mediumship is an act of grace. It's an act of beauty and grace. And hello, Erin, joining us as well. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Leslie and Naomi, for joining us here today as well. I want to make sure I try to acknowledge all of you here too. So very, very exciting.
Experienced it off me, or has she experienced it off someone else? When I work with her, I don't remember everyone that I connect with. I know. Hi, Dolores. Hi. So hi, Dolores. Debbie. So I know there's quite a few here coming up.
Naomi, did you directly experience this with Judith? If you wouldn't mind posting something in the comments and letting us know, and that would be great. Thank you. Hopefully she's still here and she could clarify that. She says, you, Judith.
Yes, TikTok.
She's on TikTok.
I do lives on TikTok, and I would deliver feathers live from heaven. So I remember the first time they said to me they wanted to deliver a feather, and I was like, where will I tell them you've left it? And they said, no, it's there now. And I was like, okay, we'll go with it. So I don't remember all the messages or who the person was receiving the message, just the message. I always remember the physical. I'd never remember the messages, but I remember it was the first feather I ever delivered live. Debbie's the same. And it was, they told me about a blue blanket, a little baby who hadn't made, who hadn't got to fulfill the pregnancy. She lost her little baby. But she knew it was a little boy, and I said to her that was a little boy and about a blue blanket, and she said yes, she had kept a blue blanket. And I says to her, it's folded up in a cupboard, and it's at the back of a cupboard like a keepsake. You've kept it as the keepsake. And she says yes, I have. She hadn't been near it really since. And I says, you have to go up to the blanket because there's a feather in the blanket. They've just placed. There was a loved one with the little boy, and I can't remember who that was, but they placed the feather in the blanket. And I can remember thinking to myself, I actually have conversations with my guides, and I'll go, you better not wind me up. Because it's like they're just here, and I have to have that conversation with them. And they were like, no, trust. And I was like, okay. And I said to her, can you go please and check? Do you mind going and checking now? Because it's there right now. They've delivered it as we speak. And she was like, okay. So she went up and she opened it, she unfolded the blanket, and it was folded up in the center of the blanket. So I remember, I've never forgot that, because it was the very first feather I delivered live. And I was just so humbled, so humbled.
That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. And both Suki and Aaron have said that they've had readings with you before and were truly amazed and brought to tears. So thank you for sharing that with us. So a lot
Yes,
of love here, a lot of love here too. So that's
yes.
beautiful. And
Thank
that
you
brings
so much
me
for
to
joining us.
that brings
Thank
me
you.
to surprise number 3. Judith and I will be again together next Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UK. I have a show on the Sacred Spiral Network, which is created by Kelly Brickle, called Embracing Infinity, and we're going to be talking all about physical mediumship for the hour. So, if
Yes.
hopefully this will just get you, this just is getting started with, you know, a little bit of the magic of what physical mediumship is, but to know that this is a gift that people will be receiving tomorrow
Yes.
during the fundraiser. I hope you all can make it and join us, because we don't want to miss that as well. And then to hear, you know, whatever inspiration Spirit brings through for you on Sunday for our Sunday service, and
I'm really
she'll
looking
be
forward
doing
to
some.
that. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's a very love centered gathering. That Spirit helped me to create back in 2020. And so we're just all about the love and the healing. So it's going to be very, very nice. And so hopefully, if you all want to join us for that, well, that is through my website, mediumjenniferrose.com. It does require a quick sign up, a name and an email. You can come for free, or you can make a donation. You just have to write in what you want it
Have
to
you got
be.
yours then? You can share, Jennifer, to put up and let people copy that.
Oh yeah, I can put it in the comments here for you for my website. It's also advertised, you know, on my social media on the event is, and I will be actually putting it out as an event probably tonight or tomorrow. Let me add that in really quick here, mediumjenniferrose.com. And there we go. And so it's a quick registration, and then you will receive the Zoom link 1 hour before Sunday service starts. So that way it's fresh in your inbox, and everybody will get it that way too. But we have Judith as our guest medium and inspired speaker. We have spiritual poetry. We have a group spiritual healing with Team Angel, my cosmic angels from the Love of Spirit, Debbie Romero, Fran Pierce, Melinda Oling. Well, Debbie's got a demonstration as well that morning. So, but we're hoping she can make it on at the end for us to help join us. She's a very busy girl as well. But they're my, I know, right? I hope so. Yeah. And they're Team Angel. And so you know, we're all keeping very busy for Spirit these days, supporting each other and staying connected that way too. But again, we'll be making a donation for Isabella's Ark as well, and then for Earth Day for the Arbor Day for Foundation, so we can plant some more trees, and we can plant more trees to plant more pebbles for more love. So there we go.
Have to Mother Earth too.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. And then we'll come together again a week from today. To talk about physical mediumship as well. So we're becoming fast friends, Judith. So this is very exciting. It's a match made in heaven, of course. And through Alice Trevorrow, she's been a gift in my world. We came together in early 2021, and she just found me over on Facebook, I think, and asked me onto her service for the Sparkle of Light Church. And it kind of opened some other doors for me as well for my platform mediumship. And it was after I had just gone through a lot of transformation and kind of was in that in-between place. And she's become one of my just dearest friends and angel in my life as well too. And now through her, gotten to meet you as well. So it's a true blessing to see how we're all connecting to each other. And so it's like this group of angels just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we're all connecting together. And imagine what that's creating collectively with the love, you know?
Yeah, Spirit were talking to me today, and one of my students messaged me today, and she was talking to me about a situation, and she said to me, you know, I'm really, really glad I met you, because you helped me own who I was and believe in myself. And when I went to reply, Spirit loved to chat. Spirit loved to get in on the conversation. And straight away they said, you know, use our guides to people on the earthly plane. And I thought, what a lovely way to explain that. You know, our guides in spirit guide us and they help us. And yes, they see the path ahead and they give us a lot of strength and help us understand, you know, how we can work with them in a way that we can help others. But really, when we think about it, we're also guides on the earthly plane. We've just chose to come to earth to do the guiding. As our spirit team guides us from around us and above, we help guide on the earthly plane. And spirit very much are connecting. It's lovely that we can empower each other and support each other. And that's what I think it should be about, you know, spreading the love, you know, not about numbers, not about my page, your page, about just sharing it and supporting one another and uplifting and empowering each other. And that's what spirit are very much guiding, and it's working. It's very much working. It's lovely to watch.
Yes, that's exactly it. And I know, you know, myself and my group of friends were all the same way. It's like healing, uplifting, empowering. That's what it's supposed to do. And if it hasn't done that, something is a little off, you know. And so we always want to keep work toward. We want to make sure that we're creators of healing, empowering, and uplifting, to be pure channels for spirit in that sense of the word. And then we want everybody to be receiving it in that way. We want them to feel better when they show up, not worse, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, absolutely beautiful. Looks like Kristen has joined us as well. Thanks for coming as well. And thank you all for your beautiful comments. We appreciate you so much. So again, if you'd like to join us tomorrow, it's going to be a very special 2 hours, beautiful power, beautiful love, beautiful spirit, messages from 4 mediums, including myself. And I'm very honored. Thank you for including me in this effort. So I'm very happy to be part. I can feel so much like love and spirit already. I'm just like, oh my God, thank you. So yeah, I'm just happy that
trying to talk at the beginning, and I was like, oh, don't start now because I can't speak.
I know. That happens to me too. I do my group healing meditations every couple of weeks, and then sometimes my voice starts to go in the beginning because I'm about to channel, and so I have just gotten used to it. It's like, okay, that's what it is. Keep my water close.
Very much started, and it's happened a few times, but I go with what their choice is. But Spirit has started now where they'll take my voice away. And they'll change my voice, even though I'm awake and we're talking. They'll change my voice, so it's not my voice, but it's channeling their message. And it's just they're changing my voice box. But they said to me, "We don't need your body, we just need your voice box." And I was like, "Okay." So that's quite new with me, and it is happening more and more. So I think people will get used to that as they got used to everything else. So they did, yeah.
Yeah, that's always fascinating when that happens. And with healing, it's the opposite. We don't need your voice. We just need your arms. You know what I mean? If you're in person, because then they will move your arms to where they want it to go. And that's and I know you're able to help create that for your guests too in the platform, which is very, very special. But just to let people know, if you've never experienced spirit moving you, it is magical. You may cry because it's so incredibly beautiful, and you're feeling so much love when it happens. There's nothing scary about it. Is beautiful,
isn't it? It's very comforting. Very comforting. Yeah. So it is beautiful. Yeah,
it is. So so this is so beautiful because now you know, everybody who's listening and watching now is just getting a little taste of how beautiful mediumship is, how beautiful spirit world is, and some of the different ways that spirit can work with us that we don't always talk about quite as often too. So, you know, another gift of Isabella that we're getting to also spread this loving awareness as well. So, again, everybody, it's on all of our pages, Judith's page, social media, Facebook and Instagram. It's on my 2 pages, Jennifer Rose and Medium Jennifer Rose, Judith Miller, Spiritual Medium, Alice Trevaros, and Alice Trevaros, spiritual medium and psychic, and Debbie
On my
Charlton.
TikTok also.
I'm sorry?
It's on my TikTok also.
Okay. Judith
Debbie
Miller on TikTok. And Debbie Charlton's Discovering the Unfoldment of Trance is Debbie Charlton, her group. So you should be able to find it posted in several places and several Facebook groups. Also, everybody's been out there really spreading the word. And all you have to do is click on that link and then just make sure you enter your information so that Judith can get you the Zoom link so that you can join. We want to get that to you so that there's no confusion at the last minute too. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for helping, and then you're going to get to receive something really beautiful. So we hope to see you tomorrow. And then if you have time, we hope to see you on Sunday morning as well for a Sunday service. And we'll be having a beautiful discussion about physical mediumship next week. So there's the power of 3, my darling.
That's it. Creativity. There's when spirits align, they very much align when they go full power. And please, if you can join us on Sunday also, it'd be lovely to have you. I know there's quite a lot coming forward that I know. So please, if you want, it's just they need to register with you, Jennifer.
Yeah. So go through my website. So it's just a name and an email, you other than the confirmation and the reminder emails, you won't get any other things from me unless you were to separately subscribe to my newsletter. So you won't have to worry about that. You can make a donation if you wish. If you want to just come for free, you just enter 0, or you can make a donation. There's a disclaimer to check off, and then you're done, and then it's all good to go. So it's really I don't post it publicly for security reasons, and also because it's a charity effort too. So I always give to charity too, but it is free or donation. But it's so it's a little extra step, but it's worth it. You get used to it. It's not hard. So we can do it. And so hopefully you can join us. A lot of love, and we play a little bit of music too. It's a very loving group and community. So you'll get to feel that when you come as well. So we hope that you can join us. Any last minute, I see there's a little message from
Adam.
See, for your guidance that you gave him while he was going through, he was seeing spirits and talking to them. Everybody told me I was crazy, but Judith explained, and very kindly also. And thank you. And I will add Jennifer Rose. I'm also in connection with spirit. That's wonderful, Adam. I'm so happy for you. And and trust me, it makes me very happy to know that someone like Judith was there to help you through that experience, because it can go in different ways sometimes, and so instead of giving you information that would not have been empowering, you got to understand it for yourself in a beautiful way. So I'm so happy that you were guided to Judith. That's beautiful.
It is hard.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot along the way, and we do, but spirit very much bring a lot of love to replace what we've lost. You're welcome, Adam. You're welcome. Thank you.
That's beautiful. And it is hard because a lot of mediums, psychics, healers think they're maybe going a bit mad because they start to feel spirit, they start to hear things, or they're going through a dark night of the soul, and so there's a whole lot of subconscious fears coming to the surface just to be processed and learned from and guided through. And so that can be really, really mentally difficult on people. So it really helps if you have an experienced medium such as Judith to kind of help you through that process and explain, no, you're not crazy. You're going through, spiritual transformation, and we're going to be okay. And having intuitive gifts is part of everybody. We all are intuitive because we're all spirit, right? That said, always good to go to the doctor. I'm not
yes. But even as experienced mediums, my voice is going funny again. So even as experienced mediums, we still go through different periods where it's really hard, where we're experiencing growth ourselves, and spirit are asking us, to step back and take time for what they're wanting to learn. And we're always on that learning. I always say we learn something from everyone and we teach something to everyone. No, we teach something to everyone, and we learn something from everyone. And we're constantly learning. So, Adam, we'll have been through our journeys quite at different times and quite hard, and I'm sure going forward we're going to find more times where we're experiencing, even in our journeys, where it's going to be hard. It's a continuous learning, so we don't always think, we don't always know everything. All we can do is share what we've already came through ourselves. Isn't that right, Jennifer?
Yeah, that's very, very true. There is that spiritualization of the self, of the medium, that many of us go through, and that enables us to be able to hold space for people who are in deep grief or going through really hard things, to hold space and have respect and for the sacredness of life and the sacredness of death and transition into spirit world. And for our spirit people that are coming to us, there is a lot of respect and honor and sacredness that is part of that process. And the hard part is that we may be put through difficult situations, in life and in our what I want to say is spiritual psychic transformation that we can go through as well. A lot of people go through that Kundalini awakening as well. So there's a big, huge energetic transformation. It can be very, very confusing. It can be very, very difficult. But we all survive it and come out stronger, but it enables us to have that deep empathy and compassion
Absolutely.
for humanity. And it's just not enough just to have it in this space. It's almost like we need to both. There's learning it through channeling, because I've channeled all kinds of wisdom and things like that, but I'm also, as a personality, as a spiritual being, have been asked to go through my own life stuff too, so that I can have that perspective to know what it actually feels like. And then I can relate to people better too, and what they're going through, and it's a deeper level of empathy.
Absolutely. We learn, the lessons are hard that we might come through, but we can help so many people with what we've just came through. So it's never in vain, as you say, Jennifer. You were saying it's never in vain, because if we can make a difference to one person, that one person, it eventually builds, and you're building the love, you're building the paths, you're building, and if you can show people what it's truly like to be love and light, and always love and light in the right form, it's very comforting to know that there's quite a lot of us out there. There is quite a lot of us out there, and Adam, he's very much enjoying his journey, and it's lovely to see that he is enjoying that journey, because I know he had it quite hard, and so that's lovely to see that.
Yeah.
Big changes.
Absolutely beautiful. And then we get to know we're not alone, yes, it's like, you're not alone, Adam. Like, we understand this. Hello, Jordan. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. So we got even more friends joining us. So we started talking out. It is now, I thought it was 4:44. It is. My eyes, it's 4:44 on the West Coast. How lovely. So that's beautiful. a little wink from the angel.
She's made a donation, Karen, and Karen's in Australia, and so she's made a donation for tomorrow night. Thank you so much. I am truly, truly grateful. Thank you.
We so appreciate it. So for anyone who tuned in late, we've been talking about Isabella's arc. Judith created a special mediumship demonstration tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. in the UK. It's 2 hours. Judith, myself, Alice Trevorrow, and Debbie Charlton. So 4 mediums. 2 hours of beautiful messages from spirit, and a very beautiful gift from our physical medium, Judith Miller, to make sure everybody gets to feel spirit holding their hand at the end. So everybody's going to get something special tomorrow. And this donation helps to fight
love.
Yes. You'll all be feeling touched by the spirit. And so this donation helps to fight childhood cancer in honor of Isabella, who passed, and her family, who is making the world a better place for other families who are suffering from the same thing. So we're all doing our little part. So I hope that you can join us and be in the love. I do feel you're going to receive way more than the small donation that's being asked for. And then if you could join us for Sunday service as well, that would be wonderful. And again, we'll also be making an additional donation. And next Friday, for Embracing Infinity, and we'll be talking all about physical mediumship. And So we've just scratched the surface with
Yeah.
that, but there's so much more beauty to be had. So thank you all for joining us here today. And Judith, is there any last minute things you wanted to add before we go?
Just to say thank you. Thank you for your support, Jennifer. I am truly, truly grateful, and thank you for highlighting it tonight and sharing the love and sharing Parent Spirit's powerful messages, in the sense that we're all there to help each other, and if we can make a small difference in any way, that has to be progress, and that has to be the love of Spirit shining through. So I am truly grateful, and I look forward to serving Spirit and shining the Spirit on Sunday. And I very much look forward to helping others believe and know that they can do exactly the physical, like I can do, like anyone can do. Spirit just have to let Spirit in. Just have to let Spirit in. They work with us every day, even when we don't realize it. They're working with us, and they will always help. But if you could help tomorrow night, please join us. It will be an amazing evening. 4 amazing ladies, 3 amazing ladies, and myself, all there sharing the love. And Isabella's mum will be there, and her grandmother will be there. And I know that they will be blown away by the support and the awareness and the help that any of us can share. So I know it's a big evening for them too. So it is, and I know I just know they're so grateful. They're so grateful, and it's beautiful to honor Isabella in this way, and it's thank you.
I can feel her, I can feel her spirit here with us, so it's very like, whoa.
She always comes through. She always comes through.
I can feel her, and she's very, very grateful too, because she's a little girl, but she's also a very big angel in life and power and presence of Spirit. Wow. I'm just like, wow, I can see the largeness of her too. So and I can feel I'm having to contain my emotions, and I'm usually pretty good about that as a medium, but it's like
I'm usually laughing or crying or something.
Well, I guess I try to be when I'm in, at least, not so much in my private life, then it all comes out. But and this time I try to contain it a little bit, but the presence and the healing and the love is so big right now, just with the two of us and our little group here who's listening, and I'm just like, think of what tomorrow is going to be like. So, we're all in this beautiful power, which means we're all getting some kind of healing now just by talking to each other, and then tomorrow it's going to be like, 4 mediums and a much larger group. So this is a beautiful opportunity to sit in a beautiful power. And even if you are a healer or a medium or psychic and developing yourself, just by coming, you're sitting in that power and presence of Spirit. You're also getting help with your own development just by being there too. So that's what Spirit's wanting me to tell me for people who can become. So there's an additional gift that you'll be getting to be in the energy, because then your helpers can be working with you to help you with your gifts, to help attune you and up level you as well. So they just asked me to say that out of nowhere. So.
There's always that ripple effect, isn't there, Jennifer? And it just keeps rippling out. And yes, and everybody will receive love and healing, everyone. And it definitely opens doors, doesn't it? Opens them channels, them doors.
It really does. So this is the gift that will keep on giving, on and on and on and on. So thank you, Judith, for allowing me to do this with you. I don't normally just do spontaneous lives, but I guess I'm going to now. So Spirit all of a sudden said, go on there with Judith, do it, go on there. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So we made it happen. We made it happen, and look at it, turned out beautifully. So I want to thank everybody. Oh, Abla just came in too. Hi, Abla. Thanks for joining us. I hope you can come see us tomorrow too. And so then once again, on all of our pages, Judith's page, my pages on Facebook and Instagram, Alice Tabarro and Debbie Charlton, also, you should find the adverts for Isabella's Arc, and that will have the Just Giving link. Click on that. Make your donation, $10 UK, 12 something USD. And then make sure you enter your information so that Judith can get you the link, and then you can connect with her. You can send her the screenshot, but also if their email is on there, you can just email it to them too. Would that be correct? If they enter their email in the little information box, would that be correct?
Yeah,
then she can give it to you. As long as she has your email, then she can send it to you direct as well, or you can screenshot and message it to her and she'll make sure you get the Zoom link. So please do that soon because she's probably gonna have a lot of Zoom links to send.
Can I also say, Jennifer, sorry, I forgot to thank, I would like to thank Jolene Dalmasso. I hope I'm saying that correctly, Jolene. Jolene is another medium all the way from Australia, and she is kindly offered to present and host tomorrow evening for us, and I would like to reach out and say thank you so much for her, again, her sharing her love and her kindness and support freely, and I'm very grateful. So thank you, Jolene. I hope you hear this, but thank you.
Jolene, and I'll get to meet you tomorrow. So we've got Australia, America, Scotland, and Ireland all coming together.
Yes. We have.
So there we go. We're going international for Isabella. So the whole world is going to help Isabella. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And she's giving us the thumbs up. She's a really cool little girl. Look at that.
She is. So, she's a beautiful little girl.
She really is. So, okay, so I'm going to thank you, Judith. I think we'll say good night for now, and I'll let you get off to bed and doing your thing. And thanks everybody for joining us. And we hope to see you tomorrow at our beautiful fundraiser. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful evening. Sleep with the angels, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.
It's already tomorrow for you over in the UK.
It's already Saturday for us. So you're playing catch up. You're not quite there yet.
We're almost there. So if you're already in the UK, then we'll see you tonight. There we go. Okay. Yes. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a beautiful night. Sweet dreams.
Bye.